this is absolutely critical for for DB2 projects as well as other teams as well, is that your team should be allowed to choose their own life cycle. So, for example, when I walk into organizations, I can back pre-COVID, of course, but when I would walk through an office, I could walk through the office and say, oh, I bet you that team is doing some sort of Scrum type of a thing. And oh, look, that team over there doing some sort of Kanban team. Oh, look, that team over there doing some sort of a serial waterfall-y thing. Okay, we'll help them. Anyways, and I could walk through the organization, and I would see these different teams working different ways, and rightfully so, because they face different problems, and you want to have a fit for purpose approach. So one of the things that you want to do is choose the right life cycle, choose the right general way of working. So as a result, in DA, so where Scrum has one life cycle, the Scrum life cycle, and SAFe has their life cycle, the SAFe life cycle. In DA, we support multiple life cycles. One of which is a Scrum-based Agile project lifecycle, which has phases, and I'll show. And we can see great details online if you want. There's also a continuous delivery, more of a DevOpsy version of the Agile lifecycle that doesn't have phases. So when you keep your teams together, you want to follow more of a product lifecycle rather than a project lifecycle. So we support both because this is the reality on the ground. So these are both Scrum-based life cycles. Similarly, we have a lean Kanban-based project life cycle and a lean Kanban-based product life cycle, and they're both based on Kanban. The top two life cycles are project life cycles. The bottom two life cycles are product life cycles. We also support a exploratory lean startup life cycle. So, this is all about creating minimal viable products, running experiments in the marketplace, and finding out what your customers actually want. So it's more of an application of lean startup. Now, this is something that we've been doing for over a decade in DA, and it's reasonably in the last couple of years this has become a very popular way of working for many organizations. And then, of course, a program team of teams type of a life cycle. So why is this important for DB2? Well, for DB2 team, if you're new to DB2 or if you're new to an Agile way of working, which is what DB2 promotes, then you probably want to follow some sort of an Agile project lifecycle to get going. So if you're just spinning up a team and they're new to all this, then more than likely the first release you're going to treat it as a project, and fair enough. But once the team is established, if it's a data warehousing BI solution, that's going to go on forever, right? You don't just do it. You don't just stand up a data warehouse and put some BI tools on the front end of it and ta-da, there you go, you're done. This goes on probably forever. And fair enough, right? Because there's always new needs, there's always new data sources and all that good sort of stuff. So allow the team to stay together, and more than likely what's going to happen is they're going to evolve into more of a continuous delivery lean approach and the big difference is the Agile project team might have been working in short sprints, like 1 or 2 weeks in length, and at the end of each sprint they've got something new. The continuous delivery team, and then eventually they do a release into production, particularly for the first release. The continuous delivery team might be releasing stuff several times a day, right? Because a lot of the requests that you get might be, support me with, add this new view, add new columns and stuff like that, add new little chunks of data, or bring new data in from the vault, and make it available to us somehow. So you get these smaller chunks of work. So it doesn't make any sense. So if I've got a piece of work that only takes me 2 hours to implement, it doesn't really make sense to release it 2 weeks from now because that's the end of a sprint, right? I should do it today and get it out the door today, right? Let's start getting some business value. So the point is that because the situation evolves, the team will evolve their way of working, and rightfully so. So this is a good thing.